This was all predicated on the reality of him not being him. He's actually adopted. But what if he finds out that he actually is him?
Listen, David.
I mean, how dare you? What, you have to gossip? What kind of person are you?
It's been a big mistake, okay?
Huh?
The Combs, they're not your parents. You're not adopted.
What are you talking about?
You're not adopted.
I'm not adopted?
No. Sorry.
What's going on?
What do you mean I'm not adopted?
What's going on here?
If you need anything, just let me know, okay?
Are you sure?
Yeah, I am. Good luck with the surgery.
I can't do it! No! I'm not adopted! Get me out of here! Get me the fuck out of here, man!
Who is that guy?
I can't do this! I'm telling you! Stop it!
What about my kidney?
I can't do it!
Hey, stay here! What are you doing?
Very important that now that the foundation has been lost, he can't do it. He can't go through with it. And here's where we come to a very important Torah concept that fear is a self-defeating prophecy. Not a self-fulfilling prophecy, but a self-defeating prophecy. We believe if you trust in the good, you will make that occur. But if you fear the bad, then you also have the power to make that occur. So Larry, even though he himself was able to fix a car and fix a roof and drink all that, he could do it. But he doesn't fully believe it because he doesn't have that myth, that foundation. And of course, since fear is a self-defeating prophecy, his worst nightmares come through. He's given his kidney, and now he will no longer be healthy, and he's now about to die. Let's see carefully his last words on earth to his wife Cheryl before he dies.
Is there anything else?
I know it was you who misplaced that Sopranos DVD cover. It couldn't have been me. I have a system. I have a system.
So, you have a system, but is that system based on truth, or is it just a rational lie? All of us, we have to get through life with systems. There has to be a way. We can't constantly debate every single moment. We have to have a system, and we have to trust that system. Is your system eeny, meeny? Do you trust that system? Is your system do a good deed, do a mitzvah, and you will be protected? Is that your system? But when you are in a fear mode, you develop false systems. There are good systems. Have a place for your keys. Don't do the key dance. Have a place in your apartment that you can put your key down so you'll know where it is. That's a good system. And that DVD system, it's a good system as well. But it is not the ultimate reality. You cannot avoid fear with your systems. He fears, where's the DVD case? And Larry, as we know, never wants to be blamed. Larry can never be wrong. He will hold on to his ideas to the very end. And so Larry doesn't want to ever accept that his system that he created to get through life and to overcome fear might be at fault. So what does he hold on to? He doesn't have courage, but in the end, what is his legacy that he leaves behind? A various consortium of systems. No stop and chat. I'm just gonna wave, I won't do the stop and chat. Maybe that's a good system, maybe you're offending somebody. Check it out in reality, is that a good system? Your DVD cover system, maybe it's a rational lie, that's not true. And maybe your whole relationship with your wife should not be about who is right. We all know that it's very important that sometimes it is wrong to be right. Sometimes it's not important who's right. But anyone who's gone to Food Emporium and overheard conversation between 89-year-old people shopping together, like, buy the big bottle. No, the small bottle. It's easy for me to handle it. Like, no. Like, who cares? Just buy any bottle. Like, you guys have been married for 60 years. Do we have to have a public fight in Food Emporium? Like, why? But there's a connection. No, I have a system. I buy the small bottles. They're easier for me. I store them. That's my system. Her system is, no, they charge you more. They're just, if you buy the 64-ounce, that's a better system. And so they're clashing on what they're holding on to in life with their systems. Everybody has systems. Not just eeny-meeny systems. I'm going to wear this shirt because this shirt and that color on a first date, that's going to really work, and she'll like me. And if she says this, then my system is usually to go with it. Sometimes you have to avoid the system, see what it is, and deal with it accordingly. You cannot be stuck on your systems. Stuck on your system is you rational lying. You're a rational liar. You are taking what's rational, that's a good system, and holding on to it. I am right. It cannot be me that lost the DVD cover. It is you. And that's your last dying words with your wife. The love, the growth that you've done together, it's all about who is right. It can't be me. I'm wrong. I have a system. Holding on to system is just a fake way of holding on to fear. And that's not the ultimate purpose in life. And let's see where Larry goes also to the afterlife and how they deal with that. Here's Larry on his journey to heaven.
Hello.
Here in heaven.
We're your guides.
We've been watching you your whole life.
Please.
You're my guides?
Yeah, but you are dead. You did die.
So, if you're my guides, then how come you let me eat those 7 pieces of pizza in camp? Remember I got sick and had to go home?
We remember everything.
Yeah, Larry, listen. We're your guides. We can't actually control events.
Very true that a person ultimately is being watched, but there's free choice. You have free choice to eat those 7 pieces of pizza in camp. Now, let's see what Larry is bothered with and has to ask his guides, and is his main concern.
Oh, and one more thing.
Yes, what is
Yeah.
it?
The Sopranos DVD cover.
Cover.
Any idea?
Did you look behind the couch, Larry?
Behind the couch.
It's behind the
Once
couch.
look behind the couch, Larry. You didn't, did you?
Well, I didn't really look for it.
Because you had a system.
That's right. I have a system.
Yes.
Yeah.
I take the DVD.
DVD cover.
Cover and put it on top of the DVD.
player.
Right, exactly.
That's not a system.
Oh, is that so?
A system is that you know you're going to misplace the DVD, so you get some DVD jackets, just plain ones, and you have them there in case you lose. That's a system.
That's not
You
a
keep the
system.
jackets in a
People
folder, it's a
misplace
system.
DVDs because they take the cover and they put it someplace else.
And the people that misplace the DVDs have extra DVD
okay.
jackets.
Take it easy. Just go over there. Relax.
What do you mean?
Larry, we've decided that you're not really ready, and we're going to send you back into your body.
What?
We're sending you back.
What? Because I said something about the system?
You're just not ready.
Okay, maybe it isn't much of a system. You're right. It's not. It's a bad system. It's not a good system.
Goodbye, Larry.
We're sorry.
Come on, that's not fair.
Goodbye, Larry.
Goodbye, Larry.
Give me another chance. Wait, I like it here.
Look, I'm not paying it. I'm not.
What?
Oh my God.
Mary?
My God.
God.
Much to his chagrin, he's back, and he was kicked out of heaven. But why? Because you're not ready. Why? Because you didn't overcome fear. How is this overcoming fear? Because you're stuck on your system. Your last words to your wife were about the DVD case. You argue with angels, who are obviously part of the purpose of the world, about the DVD case. That's a difficult system. That's not a true system. So ultimately, get a real one. So here in review, let me give you the 7 habits of highly courageous people. I'll read them off for you. Is that number 1, that the world has a reason and so does your life. You want to have courage? You're not going to be able to have courage if you don't believe life has a reason and your personal life has a reason. The world has a reason and so does your life. Number two, you've got to take the long view. Take eternity into account. This is a temporary zone. We believe as Jews in life after life. There is life, and then ultimately there's eternity. Take that into account. And what happens when you do? Number three, accountability in the future helps inspire how we act in the now. Knowing you're being watched is going to inspire you to step up to the plate and have courage. Realize that the long view has accountability. Number four, knowledge conquers fear. The way to get out of fear is not a Xanax path. It's not a just get rid of the fear. The way is that if you increase your knowledge in what you know, that is the way that you will overcome. You will have mind over emotion. And, most importantly, that think beyond self-preservation. You might go through heroic efforts of going to ski lodges with people you don't know, but that's not called courage. That's just self-preservation. And have a system of the now, as opposed to a system of the down. Have a system of the now which aligns with eternity. You need a system. You can't live without a system. But if you don't have, your system should make sense with eternity. If, as we said, the centrality is overcoming fear through what we know, we grow through knowing. That's why we focus on learning Torah. That concept, that system that we're in as Jews, we have a system based on that eternality. Make sure that you activate in the now a system that aligns with eternity. And number seven, most importantly, view yourself as being strong. The only way that you can overcome fear is if you view yourself as strong. You don't have to be somebody else in order to have courage. You don't have to be somebody else to have strength. You don't have to be a superhero. You can be who you are. But it all depends on how you define yourself. If you define yourself as strong, then you can live a life in accordance with that strength. So those are the 7 habits of highly courageous people. Thank you guys for listening.